What's up, table tennis nerds, and welcome to the Limittless channel. My name is Mathias and I'm a professional table tennis player. This video is the next episode in my road as a pro, and yeah, you can see a practice that started off with some exercises with Yuto Muramatsu, good friend of me and one of the best defenders in the world. He's also playing for Saarbrücken, for those who didn't know, and yeah, sometimes I get the honor to practice with him, and it's always great opportunity, yeah, because you can learn so many things against him, how to play against defense. And yeah, I think for you guys it's also interesting because there's not a lot of information on how to play against defenders. So yeah, basically the exercise we're playing here is that I'm starting off to play in his middle, like middle area, so he has to decide between his forehand and backhand defense. And when I see the opportunity, I can either give a good push short like I did here, or yeah, play topspin to his corners. And yeah, this exercise already shows what is difficult for a defender. So when you struggle to get through, try to do it with your placement. For example, while playing to the middle, because as I said before, the defender has to decide between forehand and backhand defense, and that's really a tough thing to do. Yeah. Here you saw how much cut he can create, even though yeah, he plays pimples, and I just gave him a push, but because of his fast wrist movement and fast forehand movement, he still gets so much backspin in his normal push. It's really great. Yeah. So also keep in mind, when you want to push with a good quality, what really matters is the hitting point when you're hitting the ball. This has to be the fastest and yeah, the most with the most power on the ball. That's really important. This was quite a nice last point, I think. After this we changed the partners. So yeah, was great session with Yuto here. The next part of the practice I was playing with Mike Hollow. He's a good friend of me, also German player in my age. He plays in the 3rd Bundesliga, in the upper part, in number 1 and 2. Yeah, overall very strong player with big swings. And the exercise here that we were doing is basically we can serve 80% long in the backhand side of the partner, the other 20% short over the whole table. And yeah, I use this exercise to practice my reverse pendulum system. So also for you guys, it's really important to have exercises in your practice where you're really focusing on your own serves. And especially now with how the sport is evolving, long serves get more and more popular. I see also the requests of you guys to make videos about how to receive them. They're also in the making. So yeah, what I can say, at least for me, is that, and also for many other professionals, it's a very common tactic now to serve long and then wait already like a step behind in the backhand side, because most players really will play this ball diagonal. Like you saw here from Mike, you can also step around. This was a tactic that I used a lot when I was like 16, 17, because there my backhand was not really good, so I had to use a lot of forehand, and like this you can force your opponent into some certain combinations, and that's really important. Also keep in mind that you always have to look what's coming. So basically when you're serving long and your opponent expects it, he can play a really fast ball. So that's also a bit dangerous, yeah, for you. So it's important to have your racket in front and not already in the backswing, because then you can control. Let's say your opponent is playing a slow ball because he was surprised. You have enough time to go back and do a bit larger swing on this topspin from your opponent. But when your opponent waited like for your long serve and he has a lot of time, he can produce more power. And then it's also oftentimes enough to just play a block and then get into the rally. That's what you can see here, what I'm doing a lot, and also what Mike is doing here. You saw I gave him a bit time, then he was early and played his good parallel stroke. So that's really essential when you're doing long serves, that you always have to be ready for each outcome, because it's also, as I explain a lot in my service videos, you cannot really force what your opponent is doing, so you have to be always ready. That's it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and see you in the next videos, guys. Ciao.